In honor of Black History Month, Edinboro invited spoken word artist Akeem Olaj to share his work with students.
My full name is Akeem Olaj, and this is the story behind my name.
Olaj is an architect and poet. He writes about a variety of topics from family dynamics and domestic violence to public health and LGBT issues.
My goal is to try to enact change. I talk about toxic masculinity, misogyny, child endangerment, safety of Black lives, and LGBTQ issues all the time. And that's because I feel like not enough people talk about these issues. I also believe that serious poems have its place, and some of its places are places where it's not wanted to be heard, because that's where it will probably enact the most change and shift people's ways of thinking to essentially being a better human.
Olaj got started in the 6th grade by writing love poems and selling them. A few years later, he found himself with a lot of free time and began writing poems that weren't all about love. From there, his love of poetry grew. He founded poetry clubs in school and started performing and teaching workshops at 17.
I started performing poetry when I was 17, 18, due to me going to an open mic night at St. Mary's High School, I think was the school in New Orleans. And it was a spoken word artist by the name of Karama Sadaka. And he, of course, saw me and some of my other classmates from my poetry club that I helped start at my school.
Later, he began building teams to compete in regional and national poetry slams. Because of the success of these teams, Olaj began to get noticed and eventually got the chance to open for big-name artists like P. Diddy, Kendrick Lamar, and many more. But whether he's performing in a sold-out arena or on a college campus, Olaj says he just loves to be on stage.
It's a good sense of freedom. Like, I've been wanting to do this for an extremely long time.
Olaj's journey has certainly come a long way since his 6th grade love poems, but he encourages today's students to simply be themselves.
Be honest with yourself. If you're going to be writing or creating anything, be extremely honest. You're not always the hero. You might feel like you're always the hero. I'm not this squeaky perfect person with perfect past, but I'm human.
The same old crap in the toilet instead of the outhouse. It's the insulin price going up and the insurance provider.